you've got a Wonder Woman example, and I think you know where I'm going with that.
Wonder Woman. Oh, the Briareos?
Yeah.
That one? Yes,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Okay, so let me tell that story really quick. So they had this character for Wonder Woman that they wanted Wonder Woman to battle. It was this giant. It's a character from Greek mythology where Briareos has 50 heads and 100 arms or something like that. And it was a challenge. I'm like, okay, how am I going to design this character? So I thought to myself, okay, what if he had like 4 main arms, but then he would have all these little arms sticking out from those arms. So I would technically only have to draw one arm, and I could do this really cool thing when he punches somebody, like all the arms on his arm would have these closed fists.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
really cool. And then for the head, so we would have a major head, but on top of his head would be all the tiny heads. So all the heads would be like little hairs.
Yeah.
They're like little bumps on the top of his head. So I gave him a lot, and that was the character. I remember the cover artist, J.G. Jones. Love his work. Absolutely love J.G. Jones' work. So he asked them if I could send them the design so he could paint it.
Yeah.
And he took one look at that and he's like, I'm not drawing this. C.B. Cebulski, who currently is the editor-in-chief at Marvel, like he was a great resource for me. He was always kind to me, always answered my emails. But I brought, I sent him samples, and he actually gave me Brian Hitch as an example. He goes, well, look at the detail he puts. He doesn't put as much detail as you are in your panels here, because I was drawing every window, but I was also drawing the windowsills. I was drawing, and I was shading it too. So what was happening was the main essence of the panel got lost
Because there was so much.
Exactly, right. So people weren't looking at where they needed to look at. But Brian Hitch has a way of balancing that, where we are looking at what we need to look at, but he's still able to put in those detailed, pieces of art behind, or supporting the story. I always say that, supporting the story. So I learned a lot from that and from his particular work there.